had to fix, so I apologize for the tardiness, but we're here now. Good evening. Hello, hello. So glad you guys are here. My name is Natalie. I'm a little bit under the weather, but I'm really passionate about what I'm doing this week. It's called Workshop Week. It's 10 days of workshops to help you grow a better homestead and better business in just 10 days. And I'm super excited to be here with you guys tonight. Tonight is really kind of like the next step after what you do after you make a freebie. I've got some little gems I want to share with you guys tonight. Um, I'm just going to take a couple notes here so I don't forget. Oh, okay. This is what I wanted to make sure we remember. There we go. We're good to go. So the last couple of days we've been hanging out together. We've been talking about the importance of knowing your story, knowing who you are, what you've gone through, and how you can help somebody else get through it. That's really like if you can serve, you can sell. If you can serve, you can sell, and you can sell just about anything. If you can basically tell the story that another person can cling on to and say, "Yeah, I want that for my life." Also, I made my lemon balm tea. Oh, added honey and lemon, and that is so good. Um, this week we also are offering the bundle, so make sure you guys go check that out. It's in the link in my bio. The bundle is resources for so many different ideas for your homestead that's going to help you homestead better. So definitely want you guys to know about that at the onset of these lives. Um, and I got this recipe out of there. So it's just lemon verbena, lemon balm tea. It's so good. Mm. I'm hoping this is very calming to my system and very antiviral and very magic elixir so I wake up not congested. Anyway, so the last couple of days we've been talking about knowing your who, knowing your you, knowing your story, and knowing the transformation that you offer. And why that's so important is really when you know that, everything else hangs on that. And so I've got resources coming that are going to help you outline this exactly. In fact, I know some of you guys have been curious, and shame on me for not having this outlined. I just didn't anticipate the volume of interest. Um, but I want to give you guys a sneak peek at what's coming. So you guys have been asking, like, Natalie, what do you offer? Can I sign up? Do you do consultations? And all of that is coming. But the first thing I'm going to hopefully roll out here is the create your freebie. I want to help you guys make that freebie. Then I've got create your ebook, and then create content that converts. So creating content can be really frustrating if you don't know why you're making it, and especially if it's not monetized. So if you don't have a way to monetize your content, it can feel kind of pointless. So there is actually a way to create content that converts into sales. So we've got that. That's actually a spreadsheet that I think I'm going to turn into a mini course as well. It's going to walk you through everything you need to know to really outline your story and to outline how to tell your hook story and offer and how to invite people into that, which is really important. I'm thinking about doing a create your course. I know there's some interest around course creation. And then we're going to do one-on-one soundboard sessions. And then eventually we'll even do like basically let's get your business up and rolling in 2 days kind of a thing. So anyway, that's what's in the works. If you do want to work with me, you can check out the link in my bio. Just sign up for that. Hey, what's up, you guys? Just go ahead and sign up for that email list. And when all those offers are available, which should be here very soon, you'll be first to know. You'll get first dibs. So that's the latest on that. So let's hop back into this conversation about the next step in what I like to call a funnel. Now, a lot of people use this word online. How many of you guys here have heard of a funnel, like an online funnel? I know like a lot of us homesteaders, we use funnels for canning. We use funnels for all sorts of things in the kitchen, but I don't think a lot of us think in terms of funnels for business. Anybody here heard of a funnel? It really helps when you guys message me back so we can have like a little bit more of a conversation here. So if I get just crickets, oh, good, Stacia, hi. Yes, you've heard of a funnel. Great. So a funnel comes in many forms. Yes, we have some yeses and some nos. Okay, great. Thank you so much. So a funnel comes in many forms. It can be, oh, perfect. Okay, we have some funnel lovers in the house. Awesome. So if you're familiar with funnels, you know how effective they can be for your business. And that's why I'm telling you guys my accidental funnel story, which is freebie ebook course. And it does not have to be that for you at all. We do funnels at work. Oh, awesome. Um, Funnels are really important because it's essentially a way of inviting people into your business. So think of it like a funnel. So you're bringing people into your world. There's a lot of people who want like the free stuff. And then you're kind of weeding out those people and getting to your ideal customer through your offers. And so then you kind of from the freebie will upsell your ebook. So fewer people might want the ebook, who knows? And so you're funneling people until you have your ideal customer wanting your highest value offer. And you can do that through a series of upsells, which would be like a web funnel. So they land on one page, and then they get taken to a sales page, or they get taken offered like like a one-time offer, a one-time discount. So if you guys have ever clicked on an advertisement, it's like, hey, get this book for just $7, and then you go and it's like, okay, yeah, get the book for $7 and no shipping. But did you know we also have this other thing that you might like for just $47? It's one time, it's normally $99. Um, and that's actually a principle that McDonald's runs on. So I remember learning this from Russell Brunson, who's like the funnels king. If you guys don't know who he is, go look him up. But um, it's the idea that McDonald's is actually in the hole before they offer you, fries and a Coke. So their hamburger is what's considered their loss leader, meaning that's the thing that, like, is associated with McDonald's, but what actually makes them money is offering you the one-time offer. So it's like, "By the way, did you know we have fries and a Coke?" They make money, their money offering you that upsell, and, none of us here eat at McDonald's, obviously. Just kidding. But you know what I mean? And what's funny is that if you look at the science behind McDonald's, how much money have they put behind their French fries and their Coca-Cola? So I don't know if you know this, but McDonald's has actually a specially formulated McDonald's Coca-Cola formula and a specially formulated size straw and a special formulated size bubble in the Coca-Cola. So it's this entire thing that is meant to go well with their other products, which is kind of how we should think as business owners, right? Like our products should be synonymous and like harmonious. Um, Not synonymous, harmonious with one another. And so they've designed like their own thing with Coca-Cola, to basically taste even better when you have it with fries, so that when you eat it, it like does this thing in your brain where you have to get it that way every time. So even though McDonald's started as a hamburger joint and is really known for their, simple little hamburgers, they're more secretly known for the things that they've spent billions of dollars innovating, which is French fries and Coca-Cola. So if you've ever had French fries or Coca-Cola from McDonald's, you know. If you know, you know. So anyway, that's a funnel. A web funnel looks like, you land in one place and then they take you kind of on this adventure of like, okay, but what about this? Okay, what about this? And sometimes they even put little quirky things in there like, no thanks, I'm not interested in extra help. They do these like psychological tactics to try and really get that sale. Um, so at this point in my journey of funnels, I'm like a funnel peeper. Like I actually will click on ads because I'm so curious, like what software are they using? And like what's their checkout like? And what language are they using? And so it can actually be fun to click on an advertisement and see how is this whole funnel working? And so if you're interested in funnels at all, definitely check out Russell Brunson. And yeah, just be aware of those advertisements as they roll through and look at them. Um, so that's one kind of funnel. Another kind of funnel is like an email funnel, and that's another really popular way to offer those upsells to build that nurturing connection with your people. And that's really where, if you're a content creator, it is really important to establish that connection, like we talked about last night. If you don't have an email list, you don't have a whole lot because at any point in time, these platforms could go down. And it's very difficult to maintain that connection for sales by just showing up on a platform and having no email connection. And I heard it said once that when somebody says, yes, you can have my email. It's like saying, yeah, you can come over to the party at my house. It's like they're inviting you into their world, and that's a big deal. And so we want to honor that. And that's why basically offering a freebie and then adding the freebie people into your newsletter is such a good thing to do for your business. And obviously, you always want to do the double opt in where you can to honor, like in California, we have weird rules like that now, but and always offer the opt out. So if somebody's not interested in being on your newsletter anymore, then okay, they don't have to stick around. But it's a really easy way to funnel people into your tribe and into your business. Pardon me. Um, so what was I going to say about that? So we covered web funnel, we covered email funnel. Essentially, the way I've been kind of training you guys to think of your offers is in terms of a funnel as well. So your freebie is likely going to apply and be most applicable or most desirable to a majority amount of people. So like a large amount of people, and then your ebook probably fewer people because most people like don't want to spend the money unless they really want to learn. And then your course probably fewer people because the same thing. But the fewer people you attract, the more you can offer that value and the more you can charge. So um, it's a really good thing to think in terms of funnels. That's what I want to say about funnels. What else? So tonight I wanted to talk with you a little bit about developing your ebook. Um, so we talked about how to create a freebie a little bit yesterday, why that's so important. It helps you build that email list, it helps build your authority, builds that connection with your audience. Now you can go ebook or course after that. My personal pathway was like ebook because I'm an accidental researcher, an accidental tester. Sorry, guys. I feel like I'm not getting enough oxygen with this cough. I think I'm probably going to have to call it early. My asthma is kind of acting up. Um, yeah, I'm not feeling really well right now. Sorry about that. I'm so excited to be here and be talking with you guys about this. But it's hard to do if you can't really breathe that well. Okay, so we talked about funnels, ebooks. That's the next step that I think is really important. And you could go ebook or course, like I just mentioned, but um, I think that in terms of testing, it's a lot easier to create an ebook and get that out faster. With a course, there's more thought, and do you want to be on camera? Do you want to be off camera? Um, how are you going to film it? There's just like a lot of different questions that you want to ask yourself with that. So, also this light is like really hot as well. Take care of you. We'll be here when you're ready. Thank you so much. Yeah, I think I am gonna have to call it a little bit early tonight, you guys. So sorry. But one of the things that I know can be so hard is establishing yourself as an authority or as an expert. Now, I know we've talked a lot about that. My friend Emily from Tallow was here earlier. Guys, this stuff has been saving my nose, like literally nutrients straight to the raw spot. It's the only thing that makes it stop hurting. It's also the only thing that's healing chapped lips over here too. So I'm gonna put some on. So good. You guys, I love tallow. Not sponsored. Should go check them out. Um, and so there's a lot of questions about how do I create my ebook and how do I deliver my ebook? And it's more than I could cover in a live, and it is going to be available. I'm going to help you guys create. Oh, incognito, I'm here. Hello. Thank you guys. Your health is the most important. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just like, I'm feeling really out of breath because I feel like it's activated up some old asthma for me, which is super annoying. I hate it. Um, but I do want to just leave you guys with this encouraging note that, like we talked about earlier with Emily, like we all have our own expertise, and where your story lines up with your unique value offer, lines up with your target audience, that is like the trifecta. When you can mesh all of those things together, you really create your own unique space in the internet where it's not about competition. It's not about competing with Starbucks as the new coffee shop on the block, like we were talking about earlier today. It's that you are offering this unique thing that speaks to a unique person with your unique story. And that's when you carve out your own special space in the market. And when you can develop a product that has so funny. Plus, you're excited about what you're talking about, rightfully so. I can't breathe when healthy and I get excited. So funny. So true. Thank you. What was I gonna say? Oh, yeah, so Emily made the comment hey, Tallow. Emily made the comment earlier of, like, it can be really scary to think, "Oh, there's all of these other brands out there already doing this." But I'm just such a big believer that when you are authentic to yourself, like we talked about with Jess and Jill earlier this week, and when you show up in your real story, and when you offer that unique value to the market that doesn't exist already, um, it's a no-brainer. You become the niche. You become the niche. And if I can be a case study of that, like just look at my account. Like there's nobody doing what I've done or what I'm even doing now. So there's that. When it comes to creating your ebook, you can think of it in terms of how can I offer even more value than the freebie? Like, what is the value that somebody from the freebie, okay? So, talking about that harmonious, um, what's it called, relationship between our products and our offers. How can you go from offering one value proposition here to offering a wider scope of value, a deeper value in the ebook? And so, for example, let's just make this really concrete, right? So, like, let's say you offer Granny's greatest chocolate chip recipe as your freebie, like the thing that you give away for free to get people on your list. Well, now you know certain things about those people. They might be emailing you details, they might be messaging you on social media. And so you're getting direct feedback from the consumer. So now you know a little bit how to pivot. Now, bigger companies, sometimes not even bigger, people just like me will run ads to get this information quicker, which again is totally an option, but then you have to level up your knowledge with ads, and that can be kind of a game to play. It's not that complicated when you learn how to do it. I've run ads myself. But creating a funnel that converts does take expertise. And I learned the hard way. I spent $100 like with my first funnel with Facebook ads, and it didn't convert the way I wanted it to. And I was like, this isn't as easy as just like putting up an advertisement. And so I kind of had to learn the hard way. And yeah, no regrets about that. But all that to say, you can hire help and you can, pay to play basically and pay to get the information faster. Or you can just be a personable person online with the mind of like, I'm showing up to serve, right? Like we talked about earlier this week. It's not about you. Like your social media is not about you. As a consumers, we look at social media and we see these people on their platforms and we go, oh wow, don't they look so great? Oh wow, their life this, or oh wow, I like that about them, or whatever it may be. But really, if you're designing content that converts, it's about serving. It's about your ideal customer. And when you know how to have that conversation, it's literally just like having a relationship with a friend. That's really what it comes down to. And so, all that to say, take the information that you're getting feedback on from your freebie and turn that into a higher value into your ebook. And keep doing that, keep doing that until you get to that course point and until you get to like even a consulting point. I'll tell you just a funny story really quick is that I, when was it? When I really niched down, my business skyrocketed last year when I was like, this is the thing I'm really excited about that I know I can help people with, which is composting in small spaces. Great, I'm going to go for it. I kid you not, I literally had ranchers from around the world calling me, asking me if they could fly me out to set up their composting systems and help them regenerate the land. And I was like, I have a young child at the time, and I mean, I still do. I'm not in a position to be flying out doing consultations, but I'm so honored that you see the power of what I'm sharing and you feel the connection and you know the value. So I did my job as taking that unique value proposition and offering it to people in a way that was easy for them to understand, telling my unique story and filling the gap in the market per se. And so anyway, that's when it really dawned on me. I was like, okay, I need to make a course because I can't keep up with the YouTube comments. People keep asking me questions. People want to fly me out. Like, and I don't say this to toot my own horn. What I mean is look at me as a case study. Um, sorry, let me catch my breath here for a second. Look at me as a case study, like if you can niche down that hard and just really pick one thing, like we were talking about earlier with Emily from Tallow, she kind of got forced to just focus on tallow because that was what the farmer's market allowed. They were like, "Listen, you can only sell tallow stuff here." And it forced her to kind of turn off that ADD part of her brain and be like, "Okay, I'm really honing in on tallow." Well, then she developed this really amazing product. It, like, up leveled her product, and so that's the beauty of really niching down is, like, really focus on that one thing. So getting back to the, like, freebie ebook thing. Sorry, I keep getting on these different tangents. So if you offer a granny's favorite chocolate chip cookie recipe thing, what's the next thing that people are gonna say? Either that recipe was amazing or no, it sucked, or that recipe was amazing. I really need more of blah, blah, blah. Do you have anything like that? And so let's say it's like, oh, I really need ideas for the holidays. Do you have anything like that? It's like, oh, well, then there's maybe my ebook, 25. Okay, okay, again, depending on your audience, let's workshop this a little bit together. So um holiday recipes um, that everybody will love, even your picky toddler. Like, let's say you design recipes that help moms get nutrients into their toddlers. Like, I love recipes like that because I'm a toddler mom right now myself. And so I saw this smoothie recipe the other day that's like, my kids won't eat eggs, but I can sneak eggs into their smoothies. And I thought that I was like, oh, that's so clever. Like, that's so, so clever. So maybe you are a baker or a recipe developer or, just a home cook who like has a certain kind of passion, right? Um, and so when you can spin it and you can offer it like that to people, it can be really valuable. So let's say like that's your ebook, right? And then you take the feedback that people give you from that, and maybe you go make a course. Maybe you make a course about, so let's say you cater to moms with toddlers, helping them bake healthy meals that even their toddlers will love. And so let's say you make a course of how to, let's see, what would we call the course? uh, I don't know, baking with toddlers or something. Maybe you could make a course about like how to invite your kids into the baking or cooking process and also help them understand nutrition. So maybe like there's this nutrition aspect to what you do because maybe okay, see, so now we're getting into like the you a little bit. Like maybe you had this journey where you weren't healthy and you were really sick and so then you had to um clean up your diet and then you realize that it could actually be fun and like eating nutrients doesn't have to taste bad. And now you're a mom and you realize that sometimes it's hard to get kids to eat those vegetables, but you have this transformation that you went through, right? And so now you can offer that to other people of like, hey, I know what it's like to not want to eat vegetables because you think that they taste bad, but actually there are these ways that you can, sneak them into things. And so that's like a really practical example of like, here's this person who went through something, who's now offering their unique value offer proposition to a really specific audience. And I actually know people who do this. So there are people in this particular market, but that again is not to say it's saturated because maybe, your unique value offer is different. Maybe your value offer is catered to teens and picky teens. Or maybe your story is different. Like maybe you didn't have a health crisis, but do you see what I'm saying? So like you start to move these little cogs in the schema or whatever you want to call it. Um, and you have your own unique offer, you become the niche. Okay, the last thing I want to leave you guys with. Um, so I was talking with a friend doing free consultation work like I always do because I just love my friend so much, which I'm not doing anymore. No more free consults. So don't even ask me. Love you guys, but no. But my friend just messaged me today. So we've been kind of workshopping this thing for a while. So I was kind of helping him get it off the ground. He's like, Natalie Elizabeth. He's like, sorry, I don't know your middle name, but that's exactly what I needed. Your verbiage is amazing. And as is your memory of my story, really impressed. I think I was looking for not only what to say and how to say it, but maybe also permission to tell my story, if that makes sense. Kind of like saying that this is why I did this. Um, sorry, I'm bleeping some stuff out so I don't like reveal their identity or whatever, just to protect them and their thoughts. But I wanted to know how often was the right amount of telling my story and afraid to say more or less. I'm copying everything you said into a document. Thank you, friend. So anyway, my nose is running, which means it's just time to get off, which is fine. Um, anyway, all that to say, excuse me. I want to give you a permission slip to tell your story and show up as who you really are. Show up and take messy action. You're not going to have it perfect right off the get go, and that is okay. Like we talked about with everybody who's been on our live this week, you think that you're starting here, and there's going to be a series of pivots. Yeah, for sure. Um, there are going to be a series of pivots. Embrace the inner Ross Geller that lives in your head who's yelling pivot. It's a good thing. It's a good thing to pivot and to continue to define who you are and to, borrow from Sheck, peel back the onion layers and really get to know who you are. Um, as you do that, as you level up your own understanding of yourself, you're going to level up your business as well. Is there an easy way to work backwards up the funnel? I've been developing a higher ticket item but can't decide what to do for my freebie. Yeah, I mean, you can work your way either way. Um, I'm trying to think. Yeah, so an example, actually, I was going to share a screenshot from a conversation I had with a friend, but I didn't get a chance to erase one thing, so I won't do it. But um, if you have developed your high ticket item correctly and it addresses the pain points that certain people experience, I'm so glad that that's very grounding advice. If your offer is developed correctly and it's developed for a specific person, overcoming specific pain points, meeting certain desire points, you can essentially extract any one of those pain points or desire points and turn it into a lower ticket offer. Um, the issue with that is that it might not speak to as many people. And so I would pick like the number one pain point. Um, but yeah, you can work your way backwards. I'm trying to think of a practical example. I find that the hardest thing for people is usually to get started. So, whatever you're offering, if you could offer some way for them to start, that almost bypasses all of the other pain points and everything. So, that's another really easy way to invite people into your world and into your funnel. Um, oh, you guys, what if it's the tea that's making me sleepy? I'm like, wow, I'm like so calm. What's going on? I think the tea is working. Wow, tea is so powerful. Anyway, so if that makes sense, I like for me, my entry world into composting is a free checklist. It used to be a little bit more than that, but it's a free checklist, and now it has a coloring sheet and a writing sheet from our course. And that's my way of kind of vetting the people that enter my world as like, are you somebody who has kids that would benefit from this? Because if so, you really are going to love our offer. So hopefully that makes sense. I hope that helps. So a checklist is more generic, I would say. So checklists are one of my favorite ways. And you guys are going to see, I think I told you last night a little bit in the how to create your freebie that I'm making for you guys. There's actually a way that you can monetize your freebie through affiliate links. So when you make recommendations, don't make recommendations just because you want to make sales, but if you have found a product that is going to expedite somebody else's process, and you can include that as like a hey, yeah, a checklist. Yay, that makes sense for you. Wonderful. Um, you can say, hey, these are the products that help me get started with XYZ. I know you're going to love them too. Check them out. It's really easy to become an Amazon affiliate. Doesn't pay really well, but it's something. So, something to consider. A way to kind of double dip and monetize your freebie. All right, you guys. I think the tea is actually hitting me. And I am going to go tend to my lungs. I'm going to go take a hot shower and get all this mucus out. Sorry, TMI. You guys don't need to know all of that. But thanks for hanging out with me tonight. Again, go check out my bio. Get your Homestead Bundle, Homestead Better in just 10 days, and Home Business Better in just 10 days. Um, and what was I going to say? Oh, if you want to get info on the offers that are coming about business stuff, just check the link. And I'll add it here as well. Stan Store Copy Live. Boom. You have replays to catch. Awesome. Thank you so much for the well wishes. Really good to be here with you guys tonight. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. I hope you guys have a great night, and I will catch you guys tomorrow. Bye.